Hi, so in this video we're going to look at magnetic Cheerios and popping popcorn. We'll look at some magnetic properties of some Cheerios. Here's some pomme cannelle Cheerios. Let me take one out. And I'm going to put it on just a little bit of water on this plate. And now I'm going to look if it's magnetic. So this, what I have here is a strong magnet, and we're going to see if I can actually attract the Cheerios. Now I can do this side. Let me go on the other side. And indeed, the Cheerio just follows the magnet. Okay, let's do something more fun. I'm going to put it over the edge of the table, and I'm going to see if we can actually go from underneath the plate. So let me put the magnet on the bottom, and then we can move the Cheerios around. And we go to the right. And it's basically and down to the left. And so as you can see, the Cheerios simply follows my magnet. So clearly Cheerios are magnetic. So why the magnetic? Well, let's have a look at this. We're going to look what is inside Cheerios. So here's a pack of pomme cannelle Cheerios. I'm going to put them in the mixer, a bunch of them. And I'm going to add some water. Okay, maybe a little more. So now I'm going to start the mixer. Okay, so the Cheerios have been nicely mixed. I'm going to pour that in the glass, and I'm not going to drink it, but when it's nicely mixed, we see a nice kind of brown mixture. And now I'm going to take this magnet. So this is a powerful magnet, as you can see. I'm going to try to find some iron inside the Cheerios. So I'm going to mix at the same time. Oops, it's very strong. So. And then we're going to see what we see, and then you can maybe come closer with the camera, and then what I see is you can start seeing actually the iron which is following the magnet. We can turn it around and then pick up all the iron we can find. We can do a little bit of mixing again. If you mix it again, the iron will start again going towards the glass. And indeed, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually drop a small iron in there. So this is a small magnet which I'm going to drop inside the glass, and then we're going to mix it. And since it's magnetic, it should actually be taken up from the. Now we're going to rinse it a little bit with some water. So now we can try to zoom in. We can see like the iron staying on the knife and the magnet. Rinse it a little better. And so you see that there's the iron particles which are basically stuck to the magnet, which is stuck to the knife. So I think we can see sort of a little bit of iron here stuck on the knife, which is now magnetized, and you see how it's standing up on the knife. And that's it. So basically we show that there's quite a bit of iron in this Cheerios. Cheers! So what we've seen that is that there's indeed quite a bit of iron inside the Cheerios, and actually the amount of iron corresponds to a 30% daily rate needed for nutrition, and based on a 30-gram sort of volume of Cheerios. But I think what is important to note is that this iron which is in the Cheerios is actually just powdered iron, which is just put in by hand. So it's not naturally occurring iron in the grains or so, but it's basically added into the system. So that's that's pretty much what the iron is in Cheerios. And now we'll move on to the next topic. So the simple question is, how does popcorn pop? So let's try a few methods. We're going to pop some popcorn. So let's see if we can pop the popcorn by just heating it with a torch. So I'm going to turn on the torch and basically just heat the popcorn directly. And let's see what happens. So I'm heating it with the torch. It's getting black. Will it pop? No popping. Okay, so that doesn't work. So let's try another method. We're going to put some water. We will try to boil the popcorn in water. So you see the spoon is very hot already. So I'm going to basically just boil the water and see if I can pop the popcorn by boiling the water. So I'm boiling the water. So the popcorn is hot. But the corn doesn't pop again. Okay, so let's try the third method. Try to pop the corn using some oil. So let me take one popcorn here. Add a little bit of grapeseed oil. And then we're going to heat the grapeseed oil. And the difference between water and grapes and oil is that oil can go to a much higher temperature. So we'll see that makes a difference. We'll turn on the flame. So now I'm going to slowly heat up the oil. And it popped. We're going to try to do the same thing in slow motion. Okay, so what we've seen until now is that we have, if we heat it directly with a flame, it basically just burns it, so it doesn't pop. If you do it in water, it doesn't pop either, and the obvious reasons that water cannot go to higher than 100 degrees, but with oil, then we can reach much higher temperatures. And so by going to higher temperature, we can actually heat the pop enough And so that basically allows the inside of the popcorn to heat up and put a lot of pressure, and eventually it will burst the outside, but it's still hot inside, and it kind of liquefied the starch inside. And so when it opens up, the starch is actually still hot, and it will basically then bake or and form sort of the white popcorn we know of. And so that's what we're gonna see a little better now in slow motion. So let's watch that slow motion video. Thanks for watching.